All right, so it is a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania, and today is Star Wars Day, so May the 4th be with you. And I figured today would be a good time for me to talk about a penjing that I've been wanting to work on for a while. I have all the stuff I need for it, so today's the day I'm finally gonna put it all together. So let's go inside and take a look at it. All right, so I have been planning this penjing probably since, oh man, I would say mid to late last year. So one thing I've been wanting to do for a long time is to kind of intersect some of my other hobbies and interests into bonsai a little bit more. So outside of bonsai, I'm really big into comics and big into pop culture, movies, TV, films, science fiction, that type of stuff. A broad range of pop culture. And when I was thinking about doing that, one of the first things I thought about was making a Star Wars bonsai or a penjing. And with today being May the 4th, I figured what better time to do it than today. So when I first started thinking about this, I was like, okay, well, I know I want to do Star Wars, but what scene should I try to recreate? And my first thought was to recreate the Battle of Endor from Return of the Jedi. uh, because it had all those redwood trees. I believe they actually shot that in one of the redwood forests in California. And I know that I have some Dawn Redwoods, which are in the same family as the California redwoods. So I figured maybe if I use some of my Dawn Redwood trees, that I could recreate this. And yeah, so I mocked up a couple ideas. Here's one of the first mock-ups that I had, and I originally had the idea of using Eastern Red Cedars as well as some Dawn Redwoods, but I did a penjing for a Christmas tree farm in December or November, I can't remember exactly. So I used up all my Eastern Red Cedars, but however, I did realize that I have some smaller Eastern Red Cedars, so maybe these will get replaced at some point, but these little small ones will eventually be big. So I'm going to use these tiny Eastern Red Cedars. I have a couple Dawn Redwoods. I think I have 3 Dawn Redwoods that I've grown from seed. I have a Hinoki Cypress that I got from Patrick. I have a Kishu Juniper. I think that's how you pronounce it. Kishu Juniper from Patrick as well. Got some moss here, some sticks that I'm going to move around, and this really big slate rock that I want to use. And they're all going to go inside this makeshift pot that I created that is actually the bottom tray that I got at a big box store for a 16-inch planter. So this is actually a tray that I drilled 3 holes into and put little footings on the bottom here so that the water can easily drain out the bottom. Now, one of the things that, obviously this is Star Wars, so I had to have some type of Star Wars characters. I found on eBay, there's a bunch of little Micro Machine Star Wars figures that I was able to track down and purchase. We have a couple stormtroopers here. So these guys have some dynamic poses here. And we have some Ewoks. We got another Ewok. Of course, we had to have R2-D2 and C-3PO. And one of the main attractions on this penjing will be this AT-ST, which will hopefully sell the Return of the Jedi aesthetic that we're going for this penjing here. So yeah, I think I have all the pieces together that I want to use. So let's start assembling this penjing. I am super excited for this. All right, so to start off, we have our pot here, which is actually a tray that I cut some holes into. So yeah, let's kind of map out how we're gonna do this. The above view here might not be the best angle, but we'll move and shake. So let's put I think I want to put these Dawn Redwoods in the back. 3 might not be enough for now, but we can always adjust. Let me first put some drainage screens in here, and then we'll move from there. There is 1. There is 2. I think I'm gonna take these Dawn Redwoods out first and just get some of this little soil. Let's take a look at them and see. Oh, this one's kind of wet. It was raining and it still is raining. So these things are a little wet. I don't really want to do any pruning on these. I'm just going to keep them healthy for now, and then we'll eventually prune these up. I want to focus more on just positioning this first. But I think I want to have the Dawn Redwoods be one right here, and one right here. So let's start with that. I might need to get a little bit more soil in here. We're kind of making this up as we go, I'm not gonna lie. And let's get this other Dawn Redwood out. Here's one drainage screen from that one. I think there was another one that dropped. Yep, here we go. Here's another one. Again, I'm not going to root prune this one. I think it'll be okay. I almost wish I had 4 Dawn Redwoods on this one to start, but it's fine. It's all fine. We'll just stick with 3 for now. And here's our third Dawn Redwood. Again, all of these were grown. A little messy, it's fine, everything's fine. All these were grown from seed, these 3 in particular. I do have some from cuttings that I might add in at some point in the future. For now, we'll just use these 3. And there it is. So we got some white tips on there. For this first year, this probably won't look super fantastic, but it's okay. I feel like I kind of want to raise up the back over here a little bit so that the terrain kind of starts high and then goes down. So I'm going to lift this up. Dropping some soil. It's okay. I think I want to add this in here somewhere just to kind of lead. I'm debating using some cocoa bark to, I think that's how you pronounce it, cocoa bark, I'm not sure. To have this on the side and then have a little path going here where some of these figures will be. So I'll just place that there for a second. We'll take this one out, even though I just potted this up not terribly long ago. It's all fine. We're just going to do a little slip pot. Maybe this will actually be on this side. Again, we're making this up as we go in a sense. I want this rock to go on a downward slope. So we'll take some of this soil and build that up a bit. I wonder if this would read better in the middle. Let's fill the side in a little bit. Ooh, yeah, maybe this is just tucked back here. That's kind of cool. Yeah, these things look pretty small at the moment, but they're definitely going to get big. They're going to thicken up probably twice the size this year. Let's get this guy out. And I'm wondering, put a little rock back there to keep it up. Add a couple more rocks here, maybe. Just in there. All right, where's our big AT-AT gonna go? Or AT-ST, my apologies. I wonder if almost up here somewhere. I think he should go around here, actually. And I would like to bury the feet for two reasons. Number one, so we don't see that black disc, and number two, so that he'll be weighed down a little bit and he won't fall out. I'm almost thinking putting that rock there. Something like that, maybe. Let's take a look at these little guys here. Yeah, what if this is tucked right here? Right at the base. Now doing this penjing really feels like I'm sculpting at the moment. I'm really enjoying this. Got this little guy here. I think it'll work well right here. Right at the base of this rock. I think I have one more. Yeah, I got this little guy. I wonder if in the back, all the way in the back, that might work well back there. I think I want to clean some of this up, and then I'm going to start mossing some, because I'm liking the position of everything so far. Yeah, I'm going to clean this up, and then we'll come back and add some more of these little branches and some moss. I think I want to shift this one over to about right here, actually, just because it's kind of hidden behind the AT-ST at the moment. I think somewhere around here. All right, so I think I'm going to put some wood on here now, so let's do that. All right, I think I'm pretty much done with this one. I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, there's some little bits of perlite that I could take out, but I don't really mind that, to be honest. So for the last little bit, let's get our figures on there. So I think we might add our little R2-D2 right there with C3PO. Got some stormtroopers over here. This guy up in front. So I think that actually it's going to be like C3PO and R2 are hiding in the back. They're trying to stay away from the stormtroopers. So they're over hiding. And then we'll have the Ewoks hiding as well, getting ready to attack. And then maybe one over here. Or maybe they're all together. No, I think I like him up here. Or he's protecting them up there. Something like that. That's kind of cool. All right, there we go. There's our Battle of Endor, version 1.0. I'm sure eventually this will evolve and change. Maybe I'll add more figures or whatever. But yeah, I think that will do it for today. So not too bad. I'm super excited with this one. It's actually turned out a lot better than I even thought. So yeah, I think that's it for today. And yeah, super excited with this one. Maybe I'll do more Star Wars Penjing in the future. But this one will definitely change as time goes on. But for today, I think it's in good shape. So, all right, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching.